Icelanders to another settlement tour. This one's a little different and a little special. Probably looking at this going, where in the world is this location? And the answer is it's off the map. So, yeah, you can see there's no indication as to where exactly we are. I'm actually up north, just above here, Recon Bunker Theta, and the communications array, car tunnel, all that kind of stuff. Just right up about here, about where it says map. And the reason being is because there's a little island here in the water. So if you're wondering how exactly I got here, I'm using a mod called Commonwealth Geck, G-E-C-K, all locations. And not only gives you new locations to use as settlements all throughout the map, it also allows you to explore out of bounds. So yeah, that's basically what I did, is I kind of headed north and found this little island. I was actually going to use this location for a build ages ago for something completely different, but ended up not using it. And then, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, I saw somebody's little build for a, I don't know, Harry Potter themed Hagrid's home type deal, and that was just awesome. And it sparked a little light bulb in the head, and I was like, you know what, let me try building a little Hobbit house. And it's kind of what I did. So keep in mind with the mod Commonwealth Geck and heading off the map that with the further out you get from each location, the less detailed the area is going to be. I'm just going to make sure we don't have any rain, 'cause it looks like it's about to start raining. So there we go, nice and clear. Yeah, as you can see, the ground is starting to look a little barren. Trees are getting a little sparse, etc. And I'm kind of like right on the border between where we have definition and it starts to get like really, really barren. So like if I keep going north in that direction, all the ground basically turns into like this completely, and trees disappear and so on and so forth. So, yes, as I said before, I have a little Hobbit house here. I have access to a new to me mod that I've been using a lot lately called Hodgepodge, and it gives me round doors, and that's what sparked a little light bulb in my head to create this whole thing. And yeah, so between that and CVC and a few other mods, I was able to put this whole thing together. So, right up front here, we have a little dock with nice little boats so that they can travel up and down stream. This is actually a river, not a lake, with a nice little cozy island all for them. And got a couple of lanterns out here, nice little sailboat so they can do some traveling, do some fishing. Speaking of fishing, got a little fishing chair right here that they will interact with, and of course we got trees, lots and lots of vegetation here to make it look nice. And as you can see here too, this is kind of a marker between where we have like a little bit of definition and we don't. I probably could have covered that up, but honestly I forgot. So it is what it is. And we even have some small people here. We have some hobbits, and of course because I shrunk some NPCs, they kind of glitch when they're doing something, but they are sitting on a little swing chair thing that I built here. The chair itself, I think, comes from AK-47 build, and then I just used a fallen tree from probably CVC, and just kind of glitched it into this tree so that we can have like an actual chair swing. So yeah, and so I made these people smaller. They're probably about, I don't know, 50-40% of their normal size, and this way we can kind of create the effect of having a little hobbit village. Or house, because there's only one house here. So yeah, added some grass onto the outside here, and used CVC to create the nice little cave arch and the whole interior of, or I should say the exterior building, for lack of better words. If you're familiar with the Lord of the Rings books / movie, the hobbits kind of live underground, sort of, in little houses shaped very similar to this. So, right out here we have a nice little stairwell leading up here, and I was going back and forth between doing this out of wood and marble, and I just eventually just kind of said, you know what, let's just do it all out of stone. These guys are pretty fancy, they built this whole thing themselves, so you even got some marble railings. This leads up to the roof. And up here they have their own little garden thing going on. Again, we have some more grass up here so that they have a nice little cozy spot so they can do their laundry as well as do some gardening. We have a fireplace chimney that goes right down to our fireplace, obviously, down below. And yeah, all kinds of crops. And then down here on the back of the island, not much, just some trees, threw in some nice little vegetation just to kind of give it some decorations. We have a car that can explode, so of course I have to do that. That's one of my favorite things to do in the game is blow up cars. I've been doing that ever since Fallout 3. I just love the big boom they make. So anyway, yes, I used CVC to create the arch here, which we can highlight. You can see that's CVC rock arch, arc, whatever you want to call it. Basically makes for a cave opening. And so here in the front, we have our nice little round door like you see in the Hobbit households and Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies, etc. This is an auto close, so we better get inside. And inside here, now you can see all the cave, I don't know, architecture. Basically stacked a whole bunch of rocks on top of each other to create a big giant dome, and then I decided to hide the upper part using some wood framing, and you can kind of see the grass bleeding through just a little bit. And yeah, down here we have the fireplace with a chimney that actually goes all the way up. This is actually connected to the chimney at the very top where the smoke is coming from. I built the fireplace myself out of little wall sections and a floor section here, and if you actually look, you can actually see that the chimney does come down in here, but if we actually were to go all the way in there, you'd see that there's rocks covering that part, but whatever. It creates the effect in the illusion. And then, of course, we have a pot of stew cooking right there, so it's going to be dinner time soon. We even have some big curtains that we can drag over to cover the doors and windows so they have a little privacy as well as to keep out the sunlight. Got ourselves some little cabinets for some decorations. Nice little stone floor. Little seating area here. Kind of hung up some decorations every now and again. We got some snowshoes there and a bunch of lanterns all over the place. Got a wreath over there and a nice little cuckoo clock and some whatever. Have some chopped firewood for the fire, obviously. Nice little kitchen area. We even have fully stocked shelves full of all kinds of goodies and dishes and whatnot. Water if you're thirsty. Nice. Little shelf here for some food. And on the back, we decided to throw a ship wheel because why not? Dining table, sugar bombs. Inside here we have a nice little bedroom, Hobbit-sized bedroom. Actually, it's quite large for them, I would say, but whatever. We've got a wardrobe there and little, I don't know, dressing thingy that doesn't really cover much of anything, so it's just kind of there for show. And then back in here we have a nice little bathroom with toilet paper facing the correct way. Fantastic. Another wardrobe in here. Got ourselves another functional sink. I guess I forgot to put the door on that one. And yeah, the walls in here are built using Snappy Housekit, and then I threw in the beams myself. The reason being is because of all the different sections in here. I put in this like wood wallpaper, and the textures wouldn't sit properly. You could actually see the gap in there, so I decided to throw some wood beams in here to kind of create a decorative slash functional effect in a sense. Kind of makes it look like, you know, they're supportive and doing something when really they're not. They're just there to help hide messes, basically. So yeah, there you go. This is a very, very short video, short build, but still a very fun one. Again, more vegetation out here. This is a whole bunch of grass from, oh god, what did I use? I think Snappy Builds as well as Kraggles for a lot of this, and I think even CVC has some of the grass and whatnot. Basically just kind of pile it all on top of each other so you can actually see all these like sections here. This is all different bits that I just kind of mishmashed together just to kind of make it look like, you know, a hillside. Now, not every hillside is going to be perfectly smooth like you'd want. Like for your front yard or something like that, you're going to have ridges and all kinds of stuff from when it rains and snows and all that kind of stuff. So kind of make it look real. Throw in some rocks here and there too to kind of cover some of the, I don't know, textures that were coming together. Like, I think we pull that out of there. Whatever. You get the idea. And so yeah, the whole entire thing is just built using a whole mishmash of different types of rocks all jumbled together to kind of create my little dome effect here, and very, very functional. So yeah, to get out here, again, like I said, use the mod called Commonwealth Geck all locations, and to build, use the mod Workshop Anywhere, also known as Workbench Anywhere, and basically kind of creates this little grenade thing, and then you throw it where you want to build, and then you can start building. And you can also use this to your advantage too. You can actually pick this up and move it. So when I first started building, I didn't start it here. I probably had it like somewhere towards the center of the island itself. And you can actually use this to make your settlement quite large, almost as big as you want. Just keep in mind that every time you're moving it and making it bigger, you're also shrinking it at the same time, because you're just basically moving your borders from one location to another. So if you start trying to keep things inside, what do I want to say, not really inside, but you're moving your borders, and it can mess things up on you. And also at the same time, it doesn't really create a settlement where you can assign settlers and stuff like that. I just kind of created these using Cheat Terminal, and they just are hanging out, which is really cool. I thought for sure that they were just going to wander away on me, but they are here, but I cannot assign them. I can't do anything with them. Like, I can't make them do the vegetation up there to create crops and stuff like that. So there you go. Like I said, very short settlement video, just something a little fun and creative, just trying to do something a little different. Let's go ahead and get a nice little aerial view so you can see just what this place looks like. So yeah, here we go. We have a nice little island just kind of sitting right here in the middle of this stream. Like I said, if we keep going out in any direction, except for that way, but heading up north, it just keeps getting less and less defined, and honestly I probably could have gone way all the way up there if I wanted to, but there wouldn't be any water, which is kind of something that I was looking for. So like I said, really, really cool, really, really fun, nice little something different, inspired by a Hogwarts build, and there we go. So, if you guys have any requests, anything like this you want to see, or something completely different, don't hesitate to ask. I do read and respond to just about every single comment, and I do enjoy making these settlements for you guys, especially when you challenge me to something, and like seeing the surprises you get from the end results. Good stuff, good stuff. We are currently working at Adam Cat's Garage for my Let's Build. After Adam Cat's Garage, we are headed to Hangman's Alley, where I'm going to challenge myself to stay within the borders and just build my settlement in there. If you're familiar with my past builds at Adam Cat's, or at Hangman's Alley, I usually completely destroy the borders and go miles out of it, and not going to be doing that this time. We're actually going to stay inside the whole thing and see what I can do from there. And then after that Let's Build, I have no idea where I'm headed, so if you have suggestions, please let me know. And hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all very soon. Until next time, don't get irradiated.